Good readings, beautiful earthlings. We have not done this in a hot minute, but let's do a cozy corner video. So, for those of you guys who've been sticking around with my channel for a long time, I know I used to do these videos called Let's Discuss, and I would throw out some type of tarot concept, and the idea is to get you guys having a little discussion in the comments. And some of them are better than others, I'll admit, but I always wanted to do just like discussion pieces, same as like a Facebook forum or something of the sort, right? Okay, so this is something that I encountered in a recent reading. Okay, so this was kind of a mini reading. It wasn't like a really, big, flushed out, like paid for client reading. It was just me and a friend hanging out, playing with some cards. A couple of cards fell out. I gave them kind of a half-assed reading to explain the cards, right? It is what it is. That was a couple months ago, and I've been sitting on the thought of those cards for the past couple of months, but really in this last couple of weeks, right? September, you guys, if you haven't felt it already, the August, September, October energies are freaking bananas. If you haven't felt it yet, you will by 10/10, no worries there. But what was going on is that I encountered a pair of cards in this reading that I've never seen paired together before, and it got me thinking about power couple card energies. So I'm not going to be revealing this person's whole reading to you guys, right? I'm not talking about all the other cards. I'm not talking about the context. We're not talking about that person's reading whatsoever, because it's their reading and it has no relevance to you. So we are talking about the card pairing in particular, which is a major, double major, major, which is a double major pairing of the High Priestess and the Empress. So I've only been reading cards for about since 2017, so about 5 years, which I know in the grand scheme of tarot reading is not a very long time, right? Do not get me wrong, I know I'm not an experienced tarot reader, but in the 5 years of my reading, I have never once encountered this set of cards, and it really blew me away. At first, on the spot, I was so out of my mind shocked, and I kind of brushed it off. I'm like, okay, whatever, good for them, kind of annoyed, like that is a killer set of cards, right? And then here I am a couple months later thinking about it with how the energies have progressed now that we're into the new equinox, right? The whole Mercury retrograde, new moon, all of that, whatever. Now that all of that is getting underway and really pushing along the energies of September into October, and, throwing us into that like dark night of the soul time, I really started thinking about these cards again, and I was looking at them in a different light, and I was just so lost for words, because I want to say so much about this pairing of cards, but I don't know why. Okay, so this blows my mind, and I don't know if you guys have ever encountered this set of cards specifically in a reading, whether this be significators, whether this be energies, whether this be, archetypes, whatever this is in your reading. I don't know if anyone else has ever experienced this pairing here, either which way, right? I would love to hear your thoughts on what you guys think it means in a reading when they are together in a spread. Okay, so not like distant cousins in a spread, not like one of them flew out after the spread was already done, it was a clarification, it was an extra card, whatever. If you've encountered these in a spread, what do you think this means? What does it mean to you? And the reason that I'm asking is not for clarification on this person's reading, because I see this person quite frequently, so I'm able to see the change in the energy and how it affects this reading specifically for them, right? But I mean, just in general, if we were to strip this down to the bare bones minimum nitty gritty of what these cards are, this here is your intuition card, right? Your higher knowledge, intuition, deeper knowledge, right? She's a secret keeper or whatever. All of these things in this card matched with the absolute most beautiful energy in the entire deck, right? Whether you're a female or male or however you identify, you can agree that if you pull this in the Empress, in in any reading, if you pull the Empress card, this represents like the most beautiful energy in the entire deck, next to the Sun. You know, I'll give it that. I'll give the Sun card its credit. But this is fruitfulness. This is absolute beauty. This is the beauty of all four queens in the deck. This is having not only control over, you know, all four aspects of the Empress, but also having the wisdom to be fluid with those queens' energies, right? This is the person who can quite literally pull fucking magic out of the air. The Empress had to go from the Fool to the Magician to the High Priestess to get here, right? So she carries all of those lessons with her as well. Like some of the biggest, most foundational groundwork laying cards, she already has the experience, the knowledge, the wisdom of those archetypes, right? So to see this together made me feel, me personally, okay, as if I had gotten these cards in my reading, okay, not in this person's reading. These cards together make me feel like this is someone who has this outward, really, you know, boisterous outside persona, but on the inside they're very quiet, they're very observant, they're very studious, take lots of notes, lots of observations, very quiet, keeping things close to the vest, very building characters in their brain type of person. And then this is, you know, just the way that these cards feed back off of each other too, with the blue background and the yellow background. It's absolutely incredible. And I didn't know how to tell the person that was, you know, that I was doing the reading for, that this is as monumental as it feels to me as a reader, as someone who is reading the energy, as someone who is feeling the super palpable energies of both of these cards individually, and then having them together and with whatever cards they were with in the spread, right? I don't know if you guys have encountered any other pairing of cards like this as well, where you feel like it's just so monumental, right? I don't know that you guys know, but I have pictures above my closet of the Nine of Cups, the Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles. I'll put a picture so that I look at it every day and I wake up with the idea of like the most beautiful, fruitful energy in my brain every day, right? When I look around at all of the plants that I have, that I take care of, that I have, you know, babied from sickness and health and growing and, you know, propagating and whatever, when I look at all of that, it also reminds me of the Empress energy, and I can start to piece together how I want my day to go based on having that vision board, whatever, right? So I'm curious if there is another pairing like this that would slap so hard that 3 months later you're still thinking about it. To me personally, I feel like something maybe like the Empress and the Star, or the Empress and the Chariot, or oh my god, even like the Chariot and the Star. I feel like those are all really hard-hitting dynamic combos that would genuinely indicate a huge major change, and like really not only just indicate the changes in the energy around that person, but the internal and the spiritual changes as well. This to me is somebody who is starting to wake up to themselves, wake up to the things around them. They're starting to see the world in a different light, and they're starting to learn to transmute this energy of study and knowledge and wisdom into this energy of fruitfulness, and being able to really turn that outward and really use that energy to the best of their abilities. I feel like this is a set of cards that should have a magician accompanying it at the tail end. However, that's rare, right? But it's not unheard of. That's exactly what this feels like to me. Like there is a magician at the end, or a Nine of Cups, or a star. Something wish fulfillment, something take this into my own hands, even a Chariot, right? Something take this into my own hands, you know, taking control and finally putting everything you've learned into practice and really exuding the confidence and the pride that comes with overcoming all of these obstacles to get to the energy of the Empress. Hello. Hi there.
Hi.
Hello.
I got a stick.
You got a stick. Okay, well, since I got interrupted on my train of thought anyways, I'll just go ahead and be done with this video, but I want to end it on the note of asking you guys, what do you think not only about this set of cards together, oh my goodness, not only this set of cards together in a spread in any situation, right, but also what other types of really big powerhouse pairings like this do you want me to take a look into next? Do you want me to dive into and talk about the energy of? Because I feel like this would be a really fun way to start to break down the scariness of the cards, of reading the cards, if that makes sense. I hope that in showing you guys how to read them together and read the energies together, forward, backwards, reversed, upright, whatever, I hope that that helps you get a little bit more of a grip on what these cards really mean. Let me close the door. So like I was saying, I really hope that in talking about these cards as, you know, as archetypes, as people, as significators, it can start to demystify the meanings of the cards or reading them together. Continuity in a reading, in a spread, right? I feel like this is really, really, really helpful information that I didn't see put into practice for a long time when I started reading tarot. So if you guys have any other pairings or combos of cards that you want to talk about, definitely let me know. Let's get this Let's Discuss back up and running. I'm very excited. I really love Let's Discuss videos so much because these are things that like I genuinely have questions about that I can't talk to anybody about. Like, I don't just have a whole group of tarot readers, you know, in my community to talk about this with or anything. So if you guys are not already following me on my socials, you already know my link tree is in the description box of every video. If you're not already following me on TikTok, please go do that. TikTok sees everything first, so I've already teased my next 3 deck reviews on TikTok, things like that. So if you are interested, this is where you can find me on TikTok. Go over there, go do all the things. It's a super great, fun, fantastic time. And I'm more of a real person over there. And then, you know, all the other socials that follow, all that fun stuff. But I'm so genuinely excited to hear what you guys think about this pairing of cards. It was just the most mind-blowing thing, still is to me. I've been thinking about this for days and I've been trying to like quantify the energy, and I don't want to keep giving it to this person as like quantifying an unquantifiable energy, because then it just seems like I'm thinking way too much about their reading. And I'm not thinking about their reading, I'm thinking about this card pairing specifically. So I'm so excited to get this going. I really hope you guys play along with me here and tell me about your interactions with these cards or with other card pairings. I cannot wait. I really genuinely cannot wait, because now I'm starting to look at the cards in a new light. I'm starting to put together pieces that I was never able to put together in my practice, and I think that it's amazing that that can happen 5 years into reading tarot. So I'm stoked. I'm so stoked for this. So I really hope that wherever you guys are when this video reaches you, you have a beautiful, wonderful day, my friends. Please, please, please play along, because I love Let's Discuss videos. You already know, you hit the thumbs up, it helps me out, whatever, do what you want. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. I have a whole list on my wall of filming videos that I've come up with. I'm getting organized. I am so excited. I have 3 days off next week, so I'm gonna get some videos done, y'all. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. So I will see you in the next one. Blessed be.
But you're here.
You brought me a stick?
Here.
Thank you, sweetheart.
No, it's for me.
Okay, it's for you. Can I finish my video? Thank you for coming to say hi to me.